I want you to tell me how you got started playing football.
Well, I was always like I guess like back home, like where I'm from, like in the neighborhood, we just playing with like kids outside the neighborhood. We always played football, basketball, baseball, and the growing up, like eventually, like I would get into organized playing basketball and football, and then you know, from middle school to high school, football. I kind of knew that football was going to give me a great opportunity as far as like different things as far as furthering my education, just different opportunities. Even though I still love the basketball, I used to play. I played all the way up until high school, but I just knew football was going to get me to another level. So basically, like from when I was a little kid on the way up to now, like around probably fifth grade. Fifth grade was my first year playing organized football, and from fifth grade on.
Can you describe the feeling to me you get when you play football?
As far like playing football, it's like an awesome feeling. It's kind of hard to describe. It's like for me, it's just like a whole different type of world, whole different type of place that I can just go out and be this whole different type of person and just do something that I love. And it's really an indescribable feeling, but it's a good feeling. And I wouldn't I I would tell like people who would ask me that, I would just tell them like you got to play the game in order to get that same feeling. But it's really undescribable.
Did you consider any other schools when you were looking into pursuing athletics?
Uh, well, I had a few schools that offered me a few D2s here, uh, a couple of D1 AA's like Campbell. Uh, but I just knew like as far as like Campbell, the other schools, I felt like they made a good case for like their I guess for their school, but as far as Campbell, when they were like in contact with me, and recruiting me, I just felt like it was like a different type of connection. Like I felt like they were really interested in like the person that I was, and of course they knew what I can do on the football field, but they would always they would ask like, well, what if football doesn't work out? Campbell, we can offer this and that, just for if football didn't work out. But yeah, Campbell offered different, different. They said that Campbell could offer different opportunities for me, like as far as like when I'm done with football and the type of notoriety Campbell gets, like in the job, in the workforce, that you can like put that on your resume. That it'll really help me going forward with finding like a career and a job after football or Campbell or when I graduate.
So, has football impacted your academics in any way, whether that be good or bad?
It really helped me as far as like time management wise, like that I
Definitely.
really have to put certain things, my priorities, certain things are more important than others, and you know I went it never like affected me bad, like in a way, but it just got me. I would say like it shaped me to be more disciplined in doing things, and not just academics but with life in general.
Definitely.
So yeah, it never really took a bad, uh, never really affected me bad, but I say more of a positive, just for the fact that it helped me through it, like not just academics but with life in general.
What has been your most defining moment as a football player?
My most defining moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to probably go back. My senior year in high school, we was playing this school, and it was their homecoming, which I don't know why they scheduled for homecoming because we were pretty good. Usually you schedule like people you're gonna beat on homecoming.
Yeah.
But besides that, it was their homecoming. They had like a packed out crowd, and up to this point, I mean, and people may look at this and say like I could just be kind of tripping a little bit, but I kid you not. Up to this point, I have never fumbled in my whole career. Never fumbled in like football career from little league, middle school, all the way to this point in high school. The opening kickoff, I fumbled it. They get it. Then like the next play on offense, I got the ball like on a little speed sweep, got hit, fumbled, and then they punted it off. I was the punt returner. I dropped the punt, but I ended up recovering it. So I fumbled 3 times in the first half. We were down by a touchdown, and I was just feeling like I was kind of lost. Like I've never done this before. And then I just remember like my offensive coordinator, just came up to me. My offensive coordinator and the DB's coach, I never forget, they came up to me and they were like, listen, we know you're a good player. We know you made plays with us before. You're going to help us make plays to get back into this game, and we believe in you. And I remember coming out, took a knee, and I just said a little prayer. And then after that, I returned the opening kickoff, and then I scored an 80-yard touchdown. We ended up winning the game by like 22 points, like 42-20, I think was the final score.
Wow, that's awesome.
So that just showed me like even though you can have like the worst, you can be at like the low, like you can always find a way to like make it right, or you can you can get back and just like make a situation right if you just keep on believing and you keep on pushing forward.
Yeah. Do you feel like that was almost a defining moment in your life and not only your football career?
A little bit, because it showed like how I react, because this is something that's never happened to me, so it was kind of like a shock when like the first time I fumbled, it was kind of a shock a little bit. So I just had to, Coach Mint uses this thing, and I guess it was I never knew the term for then, but he uses a term, let's get back to center. I just had to, and I took that away, like as far as like getting back to center when something like knocks you off your path or something shakes you off, you just get back to center and get back on your horse, and you can like push through when you going through hard times like that, or if like something bad happens, you can always just remind yourself to get back to center and just keep moving forward.
Do you ever feel like that you as an athlete are looked at differently than a student who is not an athlete?
It's always that label that that's the football player. You're a football player walking around campus, or like the jock type person or whatever. But like I'm pretty sure like people could like perceive us as a certain type of way, but me personally, like I guess like I never viewed myself as like just because I had like a title of football player, like I was better than anybody. I mean, of course, like we probably do like a little extra than the average student, of course, but I never viewed myself as like better than someone just because I was playing football. I always tried to have respect for like what other students are doing, because they could be working hard in another thing, and I have no idea, but I bring in like football. I can complain about me being tired from like weights, workouts, and all this, but it's probably something else. Like other students, they got jobs and other things like that. So I never tried to say like my I guess like my schedule of life is harder than the average student because they got so much time. But yeah, I just always looked at myself as like, of course I do something extra, but I never would consider myself better than the average student, or even like different from the average student, because we all taking the same classes. We're all trying to graduate from from these same classes and from the same university.
Yeah. Do you ever feel distanced from other students since you do have so much on your plate?
Not too much. I mean, because the football team, it takes care of you. It's like a huge, like you got like over 100 brothers. Just like walking, like you see them on campus and this and that. But even like I can always, like if I need help in certain classes that I don't have football players in, like I'll go up and ask a regular student, if they want to study, get together, or like help me out with a few things, and I make friends like that. Like I've made like quite a few friends that are not on the football team, that are just average students, that are like real good friends and helped me really with my whole like time here at Campbell. So
that's awesome.
It just like you got like your football friends, and then you got like your average students, but they're kind of the same when you share like similar interests.
What does it feel like to go out on the field and see all your fellow students that you sit in classes next to cheering you on and being there for you?
Honestly, like it's like probably like one of the coolest things, like just seeing that, like coming out of that tunnel, just seeing like different, like not just like, I wouldn't even call them fans, I would just call like them a part of like the Campbell like program, part of the Campbell family, because without the fans and without like the students, like the games would be kind of like born in it, and it gives us like it really gives us like that extra. Like I really I hope people can understand like when we see them in the crowd and like they're cheering and going crazy, all the Campbell craze going crazy.
Yeah.
It really like uplifts us and it motivates us, and like that home field advantage is something serious. And just for them to be behind us, like cheering us on, we know that we can go out there. We that makes us feel like we can't disappoint them. So we go out there and even play even like we probably said we was gonna play like this, and then we just even go beyond that limit and play even harder. Just from the reaction of the crowd when they see us come out.
Does it ever feel like it's a lot riding on your shoulders with all those people that you're trying not to?
I would never. I guess a little bit, but it's more so like we know they like whether good or bad, we know they got our backs. So like it's, like we know that they're behind us, like going against whoever we had the opponent is that week. So we know that the Campbell craze and the fans are behind us. We know that like it's gonna be a hard time for whoever comes in and has to play us and get a win.
Trey, you are a senior this year, and you're going to be graduating here in December, so that's pretty soon. Do you feel ready for it?
I feel, I know it's coming, and it is a little nervous, but I never been one to like shy away from like a challenge. This is just like another chapter that's about to come up, like another chapter that's about to end in my life, and another chapter that's about to begin. I'm a science major right now, so with that I can like further that in. I really thought about occupational therapy.
That's awesome.
And I also thought about like say like I got a plan just for like if something like that didn't work out, or like I said like I got this degree but I don't know what to do. I've always thought about, and like when I was a kid I thought it'd be pretty cool to be a firefighter.
That'd be awesome.
So yeah, that's been like a possible career choice. Just like I just thought that would be pretty cool to be a firefighter. And I think I'm capable of doing something like that.
Yeah. Now, if you did have the opportunity, would you pursue football professionally?
If the opportunity presents itself, yeah. I feel like I have enough talents to where if the opportunity did show that I would try to make the most of it and just see wherever it takes me, or like whatever happens. But I would like to say that at least that I tried.
I know we talked earlier about how you sometimes feel like you're viewed differently as a football player. Is there anything that you would like other students to know about you?
Just a cool, laid-back dude that loves sports, football in particular, but I love basketball too. I mean, some people do know I'm a huge. I love like one of my favorite shows was Dragon Ball Z. Not just Dragon Ball Z, but like the whole Dragon Ball series. So you got Dragon Ball, you got Dragon Ball Z, then you got Dragon Ball GT, which is alright, and then you got Dragon Ball Super.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you a bounce back question on that. What is Dragon Ball Z?
Oh, you don't know what Dragon Ball Z
I've never heard of that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I gotta show you then. Like,
Okay.
It's like one of the best shows that I've ever seen. But I mean, of course, so Dragon Ball Z is like a type of anime show. And anime is a Japanese cartoon, which also I do love anime too. Like I got other anime shows that I watch too.
Okay, so this one's your favorite.
But this one's my favorite though.
Okay.
So, but it's about basically, long story short, it's about this dude named Goku, who is you think about it, he kind of like he has like almost like a similar Superman story as far as how he came to Earth. He was sent to Earth on a spaceship. His planet was destroyed, so he was raised, but he lives basically like a human. He was raised by humans.
Okay.
He's a Saiyan, and it's just about Goku and his different adventures from growing up, as far as like saving the world, different times, saving his friends, meeting learning more about like where he came from. But yeah, it's just awesome show. I love like it can relate to like certain things in football, certain things in life. Like one thing Goku always does, like you can tell him like he can't do this, or when you feel like this may be the it for Goku, he always pushes past his limits, and that's what you can use like. I use that on the football field, when you're feeling tired, like do a workout. I just think like, there's other people tired too, but I gotta push past my limits in order to get better, and that's with anything you do. So like, I mean, some people may say it's childish, but I'm trying to tell you, when you watch the show, and you get it, you understand, like, you can see why people will love the show, and like the fight scenes are crazy too. Like that's like the ultimate part of the show, the fight scenes.
That's your favorite part.
But definitely Dragon Ball Z. Like not Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is just like a part of the show. It's like the Dragon Ball series.
Oh,
the
okay.
whole Dragon Ball series.
Wow. So if somebody wanted to be your friend, like, they should come up and talk to you about basketball, football, and Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, we can talk Dragon Ball Z, or we can talk about anime in general. It's different. And trust me, if y'all come to me and y'all think y'all like kind of scared, y'all see a football player that loves anime, I'm trying to tell y'all, we can have like a great conversation.
Okay. I'm sure they'll take you up on that.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody watching.
Try me. I'm trying to try me. I'm a friendly guy. I'm an approachable dude.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me. It was definitely a pleasure meeting you.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.